classic. So the people were screaming from the rooftops that they wanted you back.
Okay. All right, Vivian. So Vivian beat Maya in losers quarters, and we have Vivian Lucky. Vivian's won this before, but I'm pretty sure Lucky's won this before too. So don't quote me on that though. I could be wrong. I don't know the stats that well. I just know that there was a tournament where Vivian made a huge run, beating Lucky and Low. Yeah. Selva, however, defended us from the North Dakota invaders. Got two people who are not. Maybe Vivian's Minnesota, and I'm not sure, but I know they were North Dakota PR. So.
Yeah, they were North Dakota, moved to Minnesota. They've been here for maybe like 2 months.
Okay. So they're Minnesota now, but
yeah,
in a sense, if they want to call themselves an invader, they're still allowed to do that. They get the grace period. Ooh, yeah, and
that's gonna be like not quite the kill.
Plant is really heavy, but that is one of those things where even when you miss that tech, even when you hit the tech, you're still kind of toasted. I may just be Johnny on Lucky's behalf, but. Ooh, Vivian putting out a lot of really dangerous hitboxes, and Lucky somehow avoiding all of them. This situational awareness is crazy good, and you will see that throughout this set, win or lose.
Both are playing so fast right now. It's really impressive.
I mean, they picked Smash Bros. A small stage. That means they actually struck. Props to them. If you want to strike with me, always ask. I will always do it. I will happily strike. But most people ask me to go PS2, and there was a couple of weeks actually where I won a tournament without playing on PS2. I played a lot of games on Small Battlefield that tournament, but I did not play on PS2 because I did not want to.
I think that was bad DI, so Vivian.
We live in a society where PS2 is legal and Lilac is not, and I do not understand. Except this tournament has a reasonable stage level. Yeah. Enough ranting from me. We'll get back to the match. It's 2-2. Lucky manages to avoid any extra credit. Taking that stock with a couple different kill moves, finally gets one.
Specifically avoiding any extra credit from Rage Charizard. Yeah.
The other thing is, I honestly don't think trying to pressure Lucky's ledging at low percent is worth it. Unless you know he's going to wait there. Reverse Patui to 16, he can sometimes combo off it or edge trap you or ledge guard from it. And what does your down tilt do at 0? Nothing. I mean, I get if you want to like try to cause you a down smash. But like, if you're not going to hit him with a really strong spike, like, just like stand back a little bit. Wow, I was talking about one specific aspect of the matchup, and he takes a whole stock during it. That's how fast Lucky's playing right now.
The Lucky experience right there.
But hey, Vivian took the first stock, and...
Oh! Brutal!
Okay, Lucky decides to take the third stock, doing 0%.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very hard to do.
Sometimes you just need a footstool.
Oh yeah, oh you're right, tac. That's the stage striking, not it's technically not banning because it's not. Is that a difference?
I don't know. I'd just say PS2.
I guess
PS2.
striking is where you both get to do advances where only one player does it. Maybe that's the difference.
And the nice part about Lucario is I just choose the biggest stage that's around, you know?
Yeah, that was a big miss input and or dodge. Good to see you here, 34. Good to see you here, Ekadona. Yeah. Good to see you here, Lazy Zach. Tiger Boy and more. I'm sure I missed names in the chat. Happy to see you techless, but we got game 2. We're going to focus back on the other screen.
Small battlefield this time.
Yeah. I'm sure that as a femboy, Vivian wants this small BF. So.
Yeah.
It's also a pretty good stage for Pokemon Trainer because there's some nasty ladder combos you can do with, to a lesser extent, Squirtle, but Ivysaur for sure. And the stage of being like pretty small means that Charizard's always threatening. So I think it's a good PT stage and a good pick.
Ooh. Okay. Lucky's doing the thing where you just you swing for the stock on Squirtle, you know? You just even if it doesn't hit.
He is a small lightweight boy and you can terminate him at extremely early percent. And I'm trying to adjust my mask here, sorry.
Yes.
Alright. We're good. Both these characters also, Ivysaur and Plant, have 2 of the worst ledge hangs in the whole game. I labbed out PK Fire hitting ledge for Echo Fire once. Long story.
Ow.
I did it on a whim. You can point blank PK Fire both these characters with Ness on the ground. Maybe Plant you have to stand back a little bit, but yeah, it's bad. So that's why Ivysaur players use that up B. It looks, you know, it can look scrubby. There's some good punishes to it sometimes, but it's actually highly effective defense for a character that doesn't have much else off the way. Not the strongest Patui I've ever seen, but wow, that doesn't kill either. Jeez, Lucky just getting all these hits that barely don't. Needed some pummels there would have helped, but the poison gas will do the same job. Next up throw kills. Next Patui does not kill when it's a trade Patui. The thrown one will.
Like that, right there.
I'm also surprised that one. Well, it's a 214. Never mind. Makes sense. Yeah. Back on Squirtle. Low-key expecting a swap to Ivysaur after 1 neutral. I was wrong.
Yeah. It might be 2. It might be 2.
Oh, he's going for the ledge trap. Makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
I will say this. I think that Squirtle is actually a bit better ledge trapper than Ivysaur. I just think Ivysaur has a couple high, like, threatening buttons like up B and down air if you wait and F smash, but they're like a little committal, and Lucky definitely has counterplay to all of it. Whereas Squirtle, it's like you're small, fast, it's hard to react to stuff. So getting down with the not actually a dragon.
I think he took more damage for hitting that forward tilt than
Jeez.
Lucky, but not mattering.
I mean, that forwarder has some landing lag. I never get those punishes, but Vivian, built differently, is going to take a stock with me here on small BF. Might not last that long, though. Lucky is not a fan of letting people keep their leads.
Yeah.
Ooh, correct read, but execution slightly off on that. Either didn't run far enough because Ivysaur was slow, or 140. Okay, at up throw percent now until you switch to Charizard.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Swinging with this rage here.
Now it might be at up throw percent with Charizard due to the rage, now that you mention it.
Wow. Of course.
Well, so many people, I've seen so many PTs just fish for up air there shamelessly and missed, and that back air confirm instead. Gonna eat a punish on the parry down air, but Lucky's parries are very good, so. Great stall to avoid the Flame Breath. That is not Bowser Flame Breath. It might be better to ledge. I don't actually know. No.
I don't think it is.
Stuck in the corner against Charizard is miserable, especially when you can't just kill him for messing up.
Speaking of killing, though, Charizard has a litany of options that will kill here.
Yeah, great up tilt there, that behind coverage. Gonna get 50 for it. And keep the punish going with that neutral air. Wow. Suddenly, you're at kill percentage Charizard.
Yeah.
I mean, Charizard's up throw will kill on a platform.
Up B will kill, though.
Yeah. But you're at up smash percent. You have one bad roll, that's this game.
Mm-hmm.
Did not come to fruition, though. Vivian kept their composure, got the out of shield, we got a tied set. Man, so many people in this top 4 I wanted to play.
Yeah.
Lucky needed his run back with me, and I simply was like, what if I just lost before I played you? And he was like, oh, I can't really do anything about that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Onin, let you down. Big Onin fan not showing up the way he needs to. I'll try to do it next week or tomorrow or something.
Pokemon trainer.
I mean, Maya's been grinding that Kazuya like specifically to fight you, but yeah.
I mean, Maya can play Kazuya forever, but I'm pretty sure Maya drops Steve because LOL Cloud Strife.
Yeah.
Visitor was the straw that broke the camel's back. I get to blame it on him, I guess. Miss you, Visitor. Wish you were here more often, but we have some visitors from out of state, and they're putting on a show for us tonight. Lucky and Casimir are not disappointing either. Back to Smashville. I don't know what the bans were, but we do not have DSR here, so you could see 2 stages the whole set. And that side special is supposed to be minus on shield, but in practice not minus against most of the cast. It's just a neutral reset. By the way, if you jump on Squirtle side, you do not have to footstool, just land on it. That's how you send him into that like full second of lag or whatever.
Oh.
I always try to footstool, and then when I learn you can just land, it's like a free punish.
My horizons have been fully run though.
Oh, great punish there, actually. That was the max damage you could get there because you could throw them back into the cloud. Yeah. And suddenly the damage is, they're both at kill percent. Great recovery from Lucky.
All the way around.
Well, Prana Plant's recovery is not the best. I'd say it's very exploitable by some characters who are floating and can drop down with a dare. But Lucky somehow recovers against everyone anyway. It's wild.
Yeah. If you've got a heavy character and you don't dive off of your recovery, that's a good character. Like that's a good combo.
Yeah. Tries to delay, but Vivian is wise to it, takes it out. That's the other funky thing is that I lost my train of thought because I couldn't land it. My bad.
All good. All good.
Oh, that's
bullet speed there.
That's actually Ivysaur's fastest out of shield.
Wait, really?
It's like frame 7 or something, so jump that is frame 10, and like Nair is like frame 10 as well. It's really silly.
Huh.
Like Ivy's out of shield is not very good, but jump Nair is really potent at covering spot dodges and the like, and also really annoying to do with. But yeah, jump bullet seed, fastest out of shield option or tied with it. It's very funny. Man, that back is always so brutal to get by. That move is one of Plant's moves that looks like it should kill and does.
Yeah.
Not able to get punishes on these side Bs, but sometimes just not losing, getting hit by them is enough. Because you keep Squirtle on the side he came charging at you from. Gets out of that barely. Great grab from Lucky. Recognized the situation. Vivian was like, my advantage takes over, and Lucky's like, time to start mine then. Yeah, I think Ivysaur's really good at playing on this platform. But Lucky went back here anyway, and it's working so far, I'd say.
big swing there, but
yeah,
not
if
quite
that
paying
hadn't
off.
gone off stage, that would be unsafe. Because it went off stage, it was, well, you're still getting less trapped by Lucky, but he didn't get it that time, and that. Yeah, that's free damage, but I don't think he's actually trying to kill him with that. I think he's just trying to take his free damage.
Yeah.
That Nair is -13,
Up throw?
but I swear it's impossible to punish, even though it's not. I just need to lab it, I guess.
Oh! Fantastic
Flare
flare
Blitz
blitz
is
there.
through the Patui, or over it, under it, I'm not 100% on it.
Hey, I mean, if your opponent's going for Patui trades, you might as well hit him with the biggest thing you've got to trade with.
Now, that worked out for Lucky, but I was going to say, you don't actually, unless the downer is what you think will hit, you should probably just forward it there. You don't need to get the spike, right? You just need to kill him.
Yeah.
So,
Ooh, interesting interaction there with the up Bs.
yeah. These characters both have passable recoveries, so you're going to see some offstage shenanigans occasionally, but a lot of Pokemon Trainer players don't try to edge guard with Squirtle, even though they could, because the Ivysaur Dare exists.
Yeah.
Kind of a missed opportunity in some sense, but Vivian is showing some really good pressure with it. With Squirtle off stage. You love to see it. This game's also been a bit of a reversal because I feel like the person who's been struggling on the ledge is Lucky, not Vivian, when normally that's Lucky's job.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow,
that reach.
Ivysaur up B. That thing is so deceptive.
Not dead here, but yeah, it goes early that time. Mixes it up. Good parry. Get out of that situation. One thing is, that move is still pretty plus on block, or like barely minus. Like I swear Cloud can't parry down tilt it, and I've tried several times. Wow.
Going for the same flare blitz, but not quite connecting this time. Lucky writes to the trick.
Back air war. Lucky wins those even though he shouldn't. And by shouldn't I mean based on what you think the effective range of each pair is.
Yeah.
Wow. Falling, that's right. Lucky though not tunnel visioning in on the back air.
Ooh, flare blitz
no, that's the
unfortunate.
last thing you wanted to see.
Yeah.
I will tell you though, if someone had asked me to predict how that game ended, that would have been pretty much the last thing on the list. Like it would have been like, well, what if they SD? I'm like, okay, I'll put that on the bottom. But I was like, plant bair, plant up air, plant up throw, Patui, flare blitz into Lucky, up throw from Charizard under the platform, swap back to Squirtle, find a jab block or tech chase. Like these players both have labbed and are good at executing a lot of different ways to kill each other's characters. And we've seen a bunch already, but game 3 goes to Lucky. Vivian got to pull it together to get to game 5 and then try to take the set. Lucky, meanwhile, would be very happy to get a 3-1 and get that run back with Luma. Techless, possibly, yes. Honestly, they lost both their stocks last stocks to Sabi. That game was quite unfortunate. But we got the Squirtle down tilts, very good 2 frames. It's not a lot of damage, per se, but it kills some characters, and you'll always take free damage against Lucky, anywhere you can.
I'll just always take free damage anywhere, honestly.
Well, yeah,
Doesn't
but
even
Lucky
matter.
particularly is a master of the war of attrition.
Oh, speaking of, that's a brutal.
Wow, that's
there.
a rough way to go.
Yeah.
And that's an early, I mean, Pokemon Trainer's explosive. Vivian has confidence with this character. I'm sure he can make this back, but against Lucky, that's a tall order. Good start, though. Yeah, so
Good trades here. Being down against plant is so brutal because you can just trade with the Tui as a game plan almost.
yeah, but Tui's not actually that fast to activate the hitbox, but I don't know the spawn frame. I know it's active 8, but I don't know if it spawns 8. It might spawn faster, and that makes it really annoying to deal with, and you're just trying to come back. Love the idea to spike the Patui, though, because that might extend and hit Lucky.
Huh.
Gotta make use of hitbox extension when you have a chance to, because Ivysaur's Dare only active for 1 frame as big as it is. Yeah, so what we're going to see here now is Vivian is mainly trying to avoid Poison Cloud and Patui while keeping enough space that they can throw out kill moves that Lucky can't punish. Like that. That's that mid-range game when you're at those mid-percents because Lucky's early combo game is gone. He can't get a super rewarding opening most of the time. Maybe a really cute falling up air, but Plant's hitboxes are entirely too honest for a top tier in this game. No, and I'm not saying the Plant is top tier. I'm saying if you want to be top tier, you need to have some hitboxes that are really good, and Plant largely does not.
I heard you say that Plant was top tier. I mean, we had Maya here earlier on comms calling Plant the best character in the game, so you know. That's 2 PR players.
Must have not had a jump and wanted to jump and stall, I guess, but that's another, you know, the first stock was sort of an SD, that definitely was an SD. And that could change the complexion of the whole set.
Yep, an SD for an SD.
How did the first one not grab and the second one did?
I think holding down.
Oh,
I think that's a how PTs do the.
That's good tech then. That's useful defense and a good mix-up. Because the thing is, the longer airtime, the more legend invincibility you get, and every frame of legend invincibility is lucky helps. Vivian pushing this lead. You can take that Patui trade there. That's okay. You're getting your damage in, and it's not killing you. Off the ledge, and honestly, the way this is being, well, I spoke too soon. I'm sorry. I don't know if Vivian wants to be on Charizard or got kind of stuck here.
Oh my god, doing something cute there. 57 of the footstool in the middle.
I mean, if you want him to go down and you don't think your down air is going to work, your other option is to footstool.
Yeah.
Great anti-air forward air to stuff that back there. That could have ended the set otherwise, honestly, with the way Lucky ledge traps. One back air to stock. Another good PP uppy. Ooh, almost gets the frame trap there. That's tough to hit, honestly. Plant falls fast enough to kind of fall out of that frame trap, so to speak. Like, you're not going to hit that option on Fox either. All right. Is this the game? Not yet.
Not quite yet. Not quite
Plant
yet.
is heavy. Gets one. He gets. That was the last one he could take, though. Lucky sneak through with the roll.
Yeah.
Vivian just wasn't ready for it, and a lot of times it's hard to be ready for that. Those up airs aren't going to kill from him yet, though. But they're good space coverage, and putting Charizard in disadvantage is a great way to close the set. Not yet.
Yeah.
Got a forward throw. Could have tried a down throw again.
Oh!
Charizard can live that.
Yeah. Good Patui though. This is up throw percent, but
Wow.
it's also up smash
The
percent.
down smash is either misspaced or very slightly mistimed, and Vivian forces game 5 after the SD.
Good comeback there after a pretty brutal first shot there.
Yeah, and Aaron bullets here the same frame out of shield. It's great. Hilarious. Game 5. And I don't know why my nose is running, but it is. So I will probably blow my nose again after this set.
You better go catch it.
Yeah, it's fast sometimes. Kind of wish it would slow down. Good song, though. Good pick. This is actually the song I beat Bumpy to last week after he picked something that definitely threw me for a loop. And I'm like, I don't know what this is, and it's kind of throwing things off for me a bit. Like, there's like some guy yelling or something in the background of the song. So I went with this instead because this was on town. But I shouldn't have won that game, but we won't talk about that any longer. We'll talk about this game and see who should win this one and who will to advance to losers finals against Luma. PR'd on St. Louis Summer, but these two are PR'd in Minnesota and North Dakota and very good at what they do.
I mean, you don't make it this far on the bracket without being pretty good at what you did.
Yeah, true. Unless for me, but that's another story. So, and I didn't even do this one. We have
that imposter syndrome out of here. You're a good player.
I changed my tag off crewmate, so there's only one other option.
Fair.
Lucky falls behind early, but the thing with Lucky is the stalwart that he is at avoiding kill moves, it doesn't often matter for him. But he can often break your back real fast by getting to an early lead himself. So Vivian has checked box 1 of not losing game 5, but until you get this first stock, that's the big step 2, which is so much harder than step 1. Great air dodge away there. Do not want to get in the tech chase there, as I've mentioned time and time again. Hit the platform edge, that will kill him. All right. Now Vivian has a lead. What can he do with it, though? Lucky is very good at cutting off leads with a bunch of different traps. Cuts that short as a bait and will dare the swap. Lucky's edge rating is so good. With a character that's not very mobile. Not slow, per se. Or maybe he is slow. I don't know my numbers on
I mean, I'm not calling him fast.
Yeah. His dash attack's got, covers for that a lot, I'd say. I think he falls somewhat fast. But, yeah. Punish that Patui if your read what Plant does after, otherwise it's a neutral grade, reset, but Lucky's not always going to do something that you can't hit out of shield, and Vivian picks up on it there. Good time, too.
One of the most interesting things about Ultimate, though, is, the slow characters can be really good.
A lot of them have surprisingly good hitboxes, and the other thing is that in this game, the mobility is broken for, Sonic specifically. Sonic's camping can be kind of oppressive. But a lot of other characters, they can camp, but, they get punished hard for getting called out. So... The balance seems to be, wow, down throw bear covers the no air dodge, no jump. And Charizard jump is not very good there either, let's be real. Fly armor saves Vivian, but it's still at 150. This is up throw percent. Can't get the grab, we're going to settle for jab, which is good. Got to take damage that you can get. Fakes the jump, but he covers the neutral thing. That's something I've seen Light do a lot. I'm not saying Lucky stole that from him, but that's definitely where I saw it that I first remember, right? And also something Casimir does. You know, I'd believe it if Casimir did that himself. But yeah. That said, yeah,
good call.
Lucky didn't want to re-grab ledge because that can hit ledge, especially plants bad ledge hang, but Vivian is willing to wait there, and that wait is what's going to buy Vivian a last stock situation with Lucky. So I think the neutral break that's most likely here from Lucky is either a landing neutral air or a grab. I don't actually think he wants to dash attack at this point. Vivian trying to get what I assume would be like an air uppie there, but Lucky evades the nair, and that's going to keep him at a very low percent. I think he's only going to try to dash attack a landing, and it feels like Vivian is trying not to play area to avoid the 2. Definitely jump for these combos, though.
Yeah. Getting down from Ivysaur always scary, but Lucky just
yeah, some characters get absolutely folded like Sora. Others can get down, but it's brutal. Lucky going to go high to eat whatever punish is up there. Probably not as bad as getting spiked.
Yeah. Good call out there on the
good call out. Great air dodge, and trapped in that situation is rough, and Vivian is going to take it 3-2 over Lucky.
Yeah.
I would call that a bit of an upset, but yeah, a great set, great strength from Vivian. Going to take a brief break, and then Lucky is going to head out. Going to get paid for tonight. Good. Probably not the nice work he wanted, but still, you know, solid showing. Had to play a Rob when we don't have any Robs here, and very tight set against Vivian, who's a formidable player. So. Yep.
None of those are bad losses.
They might feel like that way to Lucky, but no, I don't think the PR panel might.